I'm here in Somanchi next to Medjugorje, and I'm with, what's your name?
Mary Duffy.
And your
John
name?
Duffy.
And John Duffy. You said you came 15 years ago here?
Just for one day, yes, and I enjoyed it. And
and now you're
I
back.
got the opportunity for coming back for a week now, and I enjoyed it. I'm going home in the morning, and I had a wonderful week.
Yeah. What happened?
Refreshment.
It was very refreshing. It was very prayerful. It was very peaceful. Beautiful people, and it's just a lovely place.
It's a lovely
and it's
place.
lovely with Our Lady.
Yeah.
There are so many Mass in the morning in English is beautiful. Lovely to hear the sermon by different priests and the talks and the walks all around. I did enjoy it.
And you witnessed through Christianity.
Yeah.
And you liked Apparition Hill? You went Apparition Hill?
I went to Apparition Hill, yes, indeed, even though I thought I wouldn't. But the guide persuaded me to go to the first decade, and from there I went the rest of the way. And I'm delighted that I did do that. I did enjoy it. It got great peace. It was lovely. It was prayerful. It was just lovely to see walking the steps of the visionaries and the statue at the top, and to say the prayer. I did enjoy. It just took my breath.
And you pray Rosary in Ireland?
We pray Rosary in Ireland. Yes.
Pray together?
Yes, we do.
Evening,
Yes,
7
we
to
do.
8 o'clock. I set aside.
Yeah, we say the Rosary. We take it from Knock.
Yeah.
We get it from Knock
online.
from Knock.
And that's the
Our Lady
Our Lady
in-
Shrine in Knock.
wonderful.
In 1879, you know, that Our Lady appeared. No words were spoken at the gable end of the church.
Yeah.
Under a parish priest called Archdeacon Kavanagh, and there were 9. There was a total of 13 altogether. 9, but they were elderly people just on a Sunday evening, a wet Sunday evening,
Yes.
above all time in 1879,
They've gone in.
and it was raining heavily, but Our Lady. Our Lady, St. Joseph and St. John appeared. Our Lady with the coronet looking high, St. Joseph with his head slightly tilted, and St. John with the Gospel in his hand with a very small mitre on him, and the Lamb on the marble altar with the cross. But there was no word spoken. It lasted roughly 20 to 25, 30 minutes, less than half an hour, and it disappeared. But it's definitely, there has been miracles, there has been a number of that. It's
Yes.
fully now recognised as an international Marian shrine. And
Yeah, good.
I'm very proud as a retired police officer that I managed to get the police in uniform to march there on Corpus Christi for the guts of 20 years.
Wow.
But sadly, like everything else in Ireland, all those practices now have ceased and they're not even encouraged, which is terrible for the...
But you pray about it. Every
yes,
night you
yes,
pray now
yes.
about it, you know?
Well, you
the
have
power
to,
of a prayer.
yes,
Prayer,
yes,
power
yes.
of prayer.
Power
yeah.
of prayer is very important.
Yeah.
You know, a friend of mine who's a Jewish rabbi, he said, you light one candle in a dark room and everything is lit. You
Yes,
can be the
yes.
candle.
Very good.
Couple
yes,
pray
yeah.
together. It's powerful.
Stands
Yes.
together. Yeah, that's quite true.
Stays together, so you know that.
Yeah, that's true.
And
Yeah.
Did the Rosary prayer change your family life? Or?
Well, it does. When
yeah,
you see, you have the good news, the Rosary as Father... what's his name, Father, this morning? No, well, Father Peyton, yes, families, yeah. But the
Father Malloy.
20 decades, as Father Malloy said today, it's the most powerful weapon you can have, because the good news is contained in the 20 decades of the Rosary, including the mysteries of light. Kind of, that is the good news for anyone that's ordinary, the simple people that don't necessarily read scripture and that. They can get it through the Rosary. But they must get it.
That's why we can explain our Protestant friends
Yeah,
through
yeah.
the Rosary you get to the scripture.
And during COVID, they did on Zoom every Sunday night from the Marian Pilgrimage and from JWT, and they took light a candle and they did the walk of the Mysteries of Light, and they did the Rosary, and I found that wonderful. It was just beautiful to be part of it and to be involved in it and say the prayers.
And do you feel like prayers answered through the Rosary and petitions answered?
I do, I suppose I do. My faith wouldn't be that strong to that, but
well, insofar as sometimes one doesn't realise that prayer has been answered, but it has been answered. You see, this is the great thing about it. It's concealed. you don't necessarily get everything you seek because it's not for your betterment. Prayer is something that delivers good for you.
Yeah, it probably comes with
that's
time
right.
too. I noticed today now my sister, we couldn't find a cardigan and we went looking for it, and when she went back to the shop she had ordered a rosary beads with getting a name on it and she had forgotten, and she said Our Lady made us lose that cardigan in order to go back, otherwise she would have gone home without the beads to Ireland. So she, that is typical of her faith. Now mine wouldn't be as strong as that. I wouldn't have seen that as Our Lady, but she did. So it makes me think.
Wow,
And
beautiful.
But if you ask me about life, or what does it mean, what does faith mean to me, or what does? Well, faith means to me dispossession, handing over to the Lord. It means tomorrow morning if I'm told I have to be here or stay here, I would do so. Because I firmly believe that there's a purpose in life. And the Lord indicates that purpose. It comes to you gradually. Now, I just can't abandon ship because I will cause a great upset if I start doing that straight away.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't cost me a second thought. I'm not into the material. I think power and the material and individualism has ruined the faith. It has taken the faith from Ireland. It has taken the faith from a lot of Western Europe. And
America as well?
that's correct, yes. And life is valueless. It's very tragic. It's so tragic. But I believe there's a generation coming up that a small minority have a role, and I think the missionaries of Medjugorje have a vital role in encouraging that and getting them to think, because if youngsters think and believe what it is. And I think of the Father, the Dominican in Medjugorje,
Father
Leon said yesterday,
Yeah.
he said, laid it on the line that, does anyone ever realise the abomination of the breaching of the fifth commandment, that abortion is killing of the human being? And the people don't think of that. They think this is a cosmetic exercise.
That's in Ireland.
And you have to dig deep to understand your faith and understand your responsibility and understand the commandments.
And you
And
talk to the
that's
women
right.
who are aborted, it's killing the soul of
Oh,
the,
it is.
of the lady who was as well.
It is, of course. And the mercy of God extends to those who are subject to abortion, but those who promote it and those who conduct it have to
we come
examine their
to the last
conscience.
question, how is the beauty of confession for you guys?
That's it.
Very
Beautiful,
good.
beautiful.
Yeah,
Do you go regular to confession?
I did, yes. It was beautiful.
Why,
Yeah.
what would you tell somebody who maybe didn't go for 20 years to confession? who's
I would
scared
say
to tell the
I would tell them to go. That it's so easy to go and
so
so
important.
important and so welcoming.
Just to
and
reflect
and you
on
feel
their
so
lives.
good after it.
And
You feel so good
what they
after
feel.
Well, I would have gone to
Just-
confessions anyway, but it was just nice to go here.
And what would you tell? You are a married couple. How can somebody have a good marriage, a good Catholic marriage?
Well, the thing about it is sharing alike. Now, like everything else in the normal sense of the word, we all share life. We have a unique situation insofar as we're a couple, but we don't have children. But our sisters have children and we greatly value and appreciate nieces and nephews and children. And it's so important. They flavour life, but family life can put a lot of pressures. But that's no reason why people turn away from the faith.
Yeah,
even
people
if they
just
come
give
under
up
difficult.
too fast. They just walk away from marriages, and I think I see a lot of it in Ireland, and it's very sad. They just walk away, and they no reconciliation, and they don't give any chance. They just move
I
out.
think it comes with the loss of the faith of forgiving.
Those people wouldn't be involved in faith. No, absolutely no. Very seldom you see people that are attending mass and faithful to their religious duties going different ways. It does happen.
But we have just to pray for them.
You have to
Oh
pray
yes,
for them. Of
absolutely.
course you
Well,
have, yeah.
Prayer
Because
is so
the beauty-
vital. It's so
Because
vital.
it's so beautiful, our faith, no? It brings joy and
Yeah,
peace,
it is,
doesn't it?
yeah.
And at the end, what would you tell people why to come to Medjugorje one time, maybe?
Well, I tell them that if they want to get a feeling and a meaning for life,
Yeah.
that they can come down and enjoy a lovely holiday,
Prayerful
but they can
and
also
holiday, exactly,
search their
prayerful and
souls
peaceful.
and get a new focus in life.
And they meet
That
nice
there
people
is
and they
it.
learn different things.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you so much for this
Okay,
beautiful
thank
interview.
you.